The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nichols. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Burke. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Burke. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. On second down, they'll run it here. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6. And this is going to be incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Nichols. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Giants! From 8 yards out. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now a toss here, short side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and they make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out come the Giants. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk to the 45. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Looking to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
On second down, it's Bass, and now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Eagles at 5-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll drop the throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burke. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Bass. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Back to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 6 yards away.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Packers keep their already slim playoff hopes alive, but at 4-7, another loss would likely put an end to any postseason dream. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Carolina Panthers and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Giants, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Bass. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They'll look to throw here. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and they have regained the lead. It's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to find it down, you change the field position. They flip the field goal. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Burke. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd down, it's Bass, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that makes it a 9-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down now, it's Bass, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Bam. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bass. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On 1st down, Bass. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll drop the throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this one is right through, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Steps away to his left. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Finding room at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will have a Giants first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on third and a yard. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 2nd down, it's Bass, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now the Eagles down by 2 touchdowns. 1:46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 2nd and 1. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this will be recovered by the Giants, and that ought to just about do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that could be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Giants, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.